Welcome back. We are on week number 2, and I just weighed myself. I will put that into this video. 222 and my weight loss for the week, and we'll give it a 2 thumbs up. It was a great week. I am giving myself my own injection this week, and I'm just going to be honest here. I'm nervous about needles. I don't like them at all, but I will say when my husband gave me the injection, it wasn't bad. It didn't hurt. It wasn't uncomfortable after, so I'm gonna give it to myself. I don't want to have to rely on my husband to do this each week. I've got to get this down. If anybody is out there that can relate to me, leave me a comment in the comments there, because this, I'm sure I'm not the only one, right? So I am on the Noom program, and I am taking 8 units at this moment, and it says take it for once a week for 4 weeks, and then I can titrate up to 12 units on week 3 and 4 if tolerated. So it's kind of giving me the option to go up if I want to, I guess, if I'm not losing weight or I'm not having any bad reaction to what I'm currently doing. So I like to prep everything. I'm here in my bathroom, so I apologize for the light. But I will say I like the Noom program, and I'm not sponsored or recommending. Again, I said, go to your doctor, do what they tell you to do. Here I am talking, and I'm getting a little confused. I'm doing 8 units, so I want to clean the area in which I'm going to inject myself. Clean it really well. I probably should keep that up. It also says to clean your vial. And I'm going to cap it until I'm ready to use it. And then I throw that away. It says to put back the air for the amount of units you're going to use. So each line here, I don't know if you could see the line. Each little line represents 2 units. So the actual amount that I'm injecting is very little. So I go back to, 2, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, and I'll take the cap off. Filled it with air, and then I'm going to poke it through, pull the air through, and then turn the vial over and fill it up. Now here comes this part where I can't see it very well. 2, 4, 6, 8. And that's it. I'm double checking. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. I'm going to put the cap back on. I wiped myself right here. And here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God. That didn't hurt at all. And it wasn't as scary as I thought. Oh my God. That wasn't bad. Now what I do with my needle is I put it back in, close it all up. I don't know if this comes off or not. At work, we have the ones that are removable. No, okay. close it up like I normally would, and then I put my medication, close the lid on it, put it back in the refrigerator. This has to be refrigerated. Put all my stuff back, so I'm keeping it nice and orderly. And then I guess we'll walk you to the kitchen area where I have a little area where I'm going to dispose of. I have a little bag that I put my empty syringes in, or my needles. And at work, I have a sharps container that I could put these in. So I'm going to do that. And then I put this back in the refrigerator for next week. So that was the scary part for me. And I'm going to tell you, it wasn't bad at all. So let me bring you back into my office and let's talk about last week and how that went for me. Okay, so let's talk about week 1, how I felt, what I ate, and how I weighed myself in. So Friday, I'm taking my injections. I'm taking it. It is, gosh, what time is it? 7 in the morning. I am an early bird, so I like to do everything in the morning, get it done. So I took my injection Friday last week, and some of the things I felt with it was maybe a slight nausea feeling, but it wasn't anything that made me feel really ill. I just noticed it a little bit, and I would drink some water and it would go away. It wasn't brought on by food or anything I drank. It just kind of came upon on its own. So I guess maybe that's one of the symptoms from GLP-1. I don't know, but it was so mild. The other thing maybe I noticed, but it's hard to say because, I'm working, I'm older, I'm 57, and my job is very demanding on my body physically, and I have that long drive home. I had fatigue. So I don't know if it was just that or if it's a combination of that and taking the medication. But it wasn't enough to wreck my day in any way. So that I'm happy for. 2 thumbs up. What I ate. So I am a creature of habit, and I mentioned that in my other video, I think. So I prepped my food for the week on Sunday. And what that looked like for me was egg salad. So I make egg salad, chicken salad, lettuce. So I made a salad, and yogurt, nuts. What else did I have? Some meats. I have not gone through them yet. I think that was it. So what I do in the morning, I prepare a protein shake, and I use a protein shake that has caffeine in it, so it tastes like coffee. So that's my second cup of coffee when I'm working. And that gives me, I think it was 24 grams of protein. And then to that, I would add a little bit of my heavy cream and ice and water. I didn't add anything else to that drink, and that was very satisfying. It got me, I would drink it on my way into work, and then I'd also have the remainder at lunch. So that was my breakfast, and then for lunch, I made yogurt, and I'm not measuring it out yet. I have a glass container, and I guess I can show this maybe this weekend. I'll do that so you could see what I'm doing. But I have a glass container. I fill it up with the Greek yogurt, high protein, and I put a little bit of dried cranberries with 50% less sugar. And then I put a little bit of either walnuts or pecans because I'm a crunch girl. I like crunch and everything. And that's my lunch. And then for dinner, I would have a salad every day. I had a salad. I would put, now you're going to call me crazy again because I'm a crunch girl, and don't get mad at me. I'm in week 1, heading into week 2 now, but I like a little Dorito. So I crumbled up some Doritos and sprinkled them on. So I had my bed of lettuce, and it's romaine. I have about, I don't know, 2 tablespoons of either Caesar dressing or ranch dressing. I like those because they're lower in sugar. And then I would put, if I had chicken, I had some Parmesan cheese that were flakes. So I'd put the Parmesan on and then the chicken and sprinkle a little bit of Doritos. When I say a little bit, it wasn't, maybe a third of a cup, if that. I mean, literally like less than just take a, a grab and sprinkle it on. That was it. And that was what I had for dinner. And then in between that, I was drinking my water, probably not enough. I have one of those, the metal cups, and I fill it all the way up. So I'm guessing maybe 20 ounces. No, I'm not drinking enough water. I have to do that. Did I exercise this week? No, I didn't do that either, but I plan my exercise days Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think once I get down some more in weight that I'll incorporate more exercise days. But right now it's cold outside. We have snow out there. I'm not getting outside like I would want to. Maybe go for a walk in the great outdoors. But for now it's treadmill. And last week I think I did, I should be probably better at recording all this, right? I think I did a half hour each time, so I think I want to do the half hour for the 3 days, maybe up it if I feel comfortable. I'm very competitive with thyself, so I'll probably do 45 minutes and then week 3, maybe an hour each time, so I get 3 hours total of treadmill walk in. While at work, I'm averaging about 5,600 steps throughout the day, and I'm okay with that during the week at this point. So, the biggest struggle for me probably is number 1, drinking enough water, and then number 2, I feel like I'm still not eating enough. So, I'm gonna have to work on that. So that's gonna be my goal for week 3 is to increase my water intake and just be very aware of the protein and fiber I'm getting, because as I watch videos on this diet, it's super important to get in your protein and your fiber here so that you don't lose muscle mass or have any bowel issues, constipation, diarrhea, that kind of stuff. So I don't want any of that, any of that. So I'm going to be on top of that better this week than I was last week. So I'm just going to say, if you're over 50 and are on this journey too, put in comments what week you're on, where you're at, what's your dose level, what does your menu look like during the week. I would love to hear about it and learn as well. So again, leave a comment, like and share, and subscribe. I want to grow this channel and build a community of us 50-something gals or guys and keep each other on track. So until next week, have a great week. Bye now.